Tom Cruise on Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and the Fate of Ethan Hunt. For over 2 decades, Tom Cruise has been the face of one of the most successful action franchises in film history, Mission Impossible. The actor, now 62 years old, has spent the better part of his career entertaining audiences worldwide with his daredevil stunts, high-octane action sequences, and most notably his portrayal of IMF agent Ethan Hunt. The Mission Impossible franchise, known for its incredible action set pieces, espionage thrills and gripping narratives, has evolved into a cultural phenomenon. However, with the upcoming release of Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, fans are left wondering if this will indeed be the end of the iconic character's journey. The legacy of Ethan Hunt, a franchise that keeps evolving. Since the first Mission Impossible film hit theaters in 1996, Cruise has remained the heart and soul of the series. The franchise initially started with a relatively straightforward espionage plot but quickly grew into a franchise known for its elaborate stunts and increasingly complex storylines. Cruise, famous for performing many of his own stunts, has defied the typical boundaries of what action stars are expected to do, and his commitment to the series has only added to its success. As the years have passed, the character of Ethan Hunt has evolved. From a relatively simple secret agent to a deeply conflicted, heroic figure, Hunt has seen his share of personal struggles, loss and triumphs, all while facing increasingly dangerous threats. The evolution of Ethan Hunt has mirrored the franchise's rise in complexity and global popularity. Now, with Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, fans are wondering whether this movie will mark the end of Hunt's epic journey. Will this be the end of Ethan Hunt's story? With the title of the latest installment, The Final Reckoning, speculation has been running high about whether or not this will be the last we see of Ethan Hunt. For years, the franchise has toyed with the idea of winding down the story arc of its central character, but Cruise and the director, Christopher McQuarrie, have both remained tight-lipped on the matter. While Cruise has expressed his dedication to continuing the character's journey for as long as it feels right, the franchise's title and the promise of a final reckoning leave fans wondering if this truly is the last ride for Ethan Hunt. In a recent interview with Empire magazine, Tom Cruise was asked directly if the final reckoning would be the end of Ethan Hunt's journey. His response, as expected, was vague but intriguing: "You gotta see the movie." Cruise went on to explain that he's finding it difficult to discuss the end of the character's arc because the answer is something that should be experienced, not spoiled in an interview. "It's a hard thing for me to discuss at the moment, because it really is something that you have to experience," Cruise said, leaving plenty of room for interpretation. For fans who have followed the character of Ethan Hunt from the very beginning, Cruise's words certainly piqued curiosity. The actor's steadfastness in keeping secrets about the plot is nothing new, as the Mission Impossible franchise has built a reputation on surprise twists and exciting reveals. One thing is clear, however: Cruise is deeply connected to the character, and his involvement in the film goes beyond the usual blockbuster fare. Christopher McQuarrie's comments on The Final Reckoning. Christopher McQuarrie, the director of the most recent Mission Impossible films including Rogue Nation 2015, Fallout 2018, and the upcoming The Final Reckoning, has also dropped some hints about the conclusion of the franchise. McQuarrie has been working on the Mission Impossible films for nearly a decade now and has played a significant role in shaping the direction of the series. His collaboration with Cruise has been pivotal in revitalizing the franchise, and his comments about The Final Reckoning suggest that this film might be the ultimate chapter in Ethan Hunt's story. In his conversation with Empire, McQuarrie noted that he hopes The Final Reckoning will provide a satisfying conclusion to the 30-year story arc that began with the first Mission Impossible film in 1996. "I hope it's the satisfying conclusion to a 30-year story arc," McQuarrie said. He went on to express confidence that the title of the film is not just a catchy marketing ploy but a reflection of what fans can expect. "I'm pretty confident that people are going to feel that the title was appropriate," McQuarrie added. These comments suggest that the filmmakers are acutely aware of the weight that comes with concluding such a beloved and long-running series. The Final Reckoning could indeed signal the end of the story, but fans will have to wait until the movie's release to fully understand what this conclusion looks like for Ethan Hunt and the IMF team. The future of the Mission Impossible franchise beyond Ethan Hunt. While The Final Reckoning may close the chapter on Ethan Hunt, it's unlikely that the Mission Impossible franchise will fade into the background entirely. The series has been a significant part of modern action cinema, and its continued success suggests that there could be more stories to tell within the Mission Impossible universe, even without Cruise at the forefront. In the past, Cruise has expressed an interest in ensuring the continued success of the franchise, even if it eventually shifts away from Ethan Hunt. With other strong characters like Luther Stickle, Ving Rhames, Benji Dunn, Simon Pegg, and Ilsa Faust, Rebecca Ferguson, there are plenty of options to explore new storylines and characters. Whether Mission Impossible will continue in this form or evolve into something else remains to be seen, but the potential for future installments exists. Cruise's dedication to action and stunts. One of the major reasons behind the success of the Mission Impossible franchise is Tom Cruise's unwavering commitment to performing many of his own stunts. This dedication has made the film stand out from other action franchises, as Cruise continually pushes the boundaries of what is possible in the world of film. From hanging off the side of a moving airplane in Rogue Nation to leaping between skyscrapers in Fallout, Cruise has become synonymous with daring feats of athleticism and bravery on screen. As The Final Reckoning prepares to hit theaters, fans can expect more of the same high-intensity stunts that have come to define the franchise. Cruise has previously revealed that the movie will feature some of the most challenging stunts of his career, and it's clear that he intends to keep raising the bar for action films. In an age where CGI and special effects often take the center stage in blockbuster films, Cruise's insistence on performing practical stunts is a refreshing throwback to an earlier era of cinema. His passion for action and dedication to the Mission Impossible series has been a driving force behind the franchise's longevity. The impact of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning on the action genre. As the release date for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning approaches, the film is shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated action films in recent memory. The Mission Impossible franchise has redefined what action films can be, combining thrilling stunts, complex characters and fast-paced storytelling in a way that has influenced countless other films. Release date and global premiere. Fans of the franchise won't have to wait too much longer to find out what happens in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The film, which is set to be released globally on May 21, 2025, promises to deliver all the action, suspense and thrills that the Mission Impossible series is known for. As the final entry in the series, or so it seems, The Final Reckoning is expected to be a monumental cinematic event. Whether or not this truly is the last we'll see of Ethan Hunt remains to be seen, but one thing is for certain: the legacy of Mission Impossible will continue to influence action films for years to come.